Hi guys, welcome to the post-market analysis of Nifty and Bank Nifty of the 22nd of November 2021. Let us see how price action was today. This is the chart of Nifty. It is a 5-minute time frame. You can see that the open of the first 5-minute candle is within the CPR and it is a big sized candle. A very strong bearish candle indicating that sellers are very strong in this candle. But it is a very big candle, so and the candle broke the PDL. So this was the PDL, this line, dotted line that you see, this is the PDL, the previous day low. This is the CPR, the central pivot range, which I keep talking about in every video. But shorting here was not a good idea. Shorting this candle was not a good idea, simply because there was S1 pivot immediately below it. As also there was a previously marked demand zone here. So this was a demand zone. So shorting here, this first big candle was not a good trade. And as you can see, this is how price so beautifully reacts to supply demand zones. Exactly at demand zone, it started making these wicks, here, but then it again took resistance. It corrected till the PDL, took resistance, and after this candle was formed, it fell, and you can see the fall today. It was a huge fall. The level at that point was around 7,687 and Nifty made a low of 7,280 today. So you can see the major fall that had happened today. In such days, it is difficult to find entries because you are unsure how to enter the trade. There are two ways to enter these kind of days, and I will discuss those the second way in some other video. But there's one way here that we can enter is whenever the price is in a downtrend like this, right? It could be a downtrend or an uptrend, but today it was a downtrend. So whenever the price is trending, whenever the day is trending, you can take a trade whenever there is a retracement up to the 20 EMA. This line that you see that I've plotted here is the 20 EMA. Okay, so whenever price retraces up to 20 EMA, you can take a trade, but you have to be sure that there is another level there. So whenever 20 EMA is coinciding with another pivot, say it could be the S1, or like here it could be the S2, so you have to be sure that the 20 EMA and price and a pivot are close by. Here again we can see that 20 EMA was crossing the PDL, but price was nowhere near it. But in Nifty today we saw the price taking resistance at 20 EMA, but we did not see any other level there. There was no pivot here, so this was not an opportunity to enter. And in all throughout the day we just saw a massive fall, but we did not see any retracement up to the 20 EMA where there would be a conjunction of the 20 EMA, a daily pivot, or a PDH PDL and the price. Now let us take a look at Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty also opened with a big red candle, and CPR was very narrow today. In fact, this was almost a single line. You can see that it is so narrow. Whenever there is a narrow CPR, it generally suggests that there would be a trending day. It's not always so, but most often it happens to be like that. But I have mostly seen by my experience that whenever there is a wide CPR, something like this, wide CPR, then in such times the price is more likely to be sideways than whenever there is a narrow CPR, it is likely to be trending. So a narrow CPR does not suggest that the day today will be trending, but a wide CPR usually will strongly suggest that it can be a sideways day. So you can align your trades accordingly. I will leave a link to my CPR video. I'll also link it up in the cards. You can find it there. So you can go back and check that video on CPR about the power of CPR and how price reacts to CPR and how powerful CPR is and how you can use CPR to take your trades. So you can find the video in the description box below as well as in the cards. Okay, going back to Bank Nifty, you can see that Bank Nifty had a major fall today, and like Nifty, the 20 EMA was sloping downwards like this. So as I explained, whenever there is a conjunction of the 20 EMA and some other pivot, it is a good place to trade. Was this a good place to trade? I don't think so, because price was not near it. Was it here? I don't think this was a good place to short either, because price was again nowhere near it. How about this place? See, when price came up, it retraced up to S3. It broke S3 here with this candle, and it retraced up to S3. Can you find an entry candle here? This is the entry candle. So you can be sure that whenever price comes up to the pivot, may it be a daily pivot or the PDH or the PDL, and you see that there is the 20 EMA crossing the pivot, you can take a trade there. So your trade was supposed to be like a SL here, an entry here, and your target should be the S4 pivot. That was an entry, the only entry today that you could have taken based on the price action. Why this kind of an entry? Because most often I have seen that price reacts to a conjunction of the 20 EMA and a daily pivot whenever the price is trending and when the 20 EMA is falling, like that. It does not happen always. Wherever you see that the 20 EMA is sideways, you do not rely upon the 20 EMA. I rarely place my trades based on the 20 EMA, and today was one such day. So usually when the price retraces back to 20 EMA, you can take a trade, maybe a short or a long trade. This was the price action in Nifty and Bank Nifty today. You can see that the CPR was very narrow, so CPR was already suggesting that it might be a trending day. So you should always look out for breakouts of levels. You should be on the lookout of such trades, the entries where the 20 EMA, the price and the daily pivot are close by, are in conjunction, and then you can select your trade accordingly. You can mark this level out for tomorrow, that is the PDL. It is a very important level from which we saw a bounce after a fall, and you must mark this area out also, which is an important PDH. The high it made today was 38,241. That is one important level, and the low it made today was 36,655.40. that is the other important level. So ensure that you mark those levels out on your chart before tomorrow. So guys, this is Nifty Bank Nifty for you. Thank you for watching the video. Please comment, subscribe and share my channel. I will post another post market analysis video after tomorrow's EOD. Thank you.